What's up everyone, this is Nayana here and welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're all doing great, and today I am naming 50 items that I do not buy anymore. And these are items which are not just zero waste related, but these are items that I generally stopped buying at home, and I am trying to move towards minimalism. I am a zero waste person, but I still hold stuff which I've had for years, and I'm trying to move a little more towards minimalism slowly, and hence this is a video where I'm trying to prove to myself that I am in the right direction. I'm not trying to bash anyone through this video or make you feel guilty at all. This is just a way of showing you things that personally does not work for me in my home, and you can maybe take some inspiration and think about whether you need these items in your home either. Without any further introduction, let's go and start this list. So the very first item in this list is sanitary napkins or tampons. I have not bought one in the last 3.5 years now. I've been using a menstrual cup all this while, and I feel that's one of the biggest or best decision I've ever made in my life as a woman. And sanitary napkins are never gonna come back into my life ever again, and I'm very sure about that. Next is shaving cream. So I have used shaving cream like at least 10 years back, but I don't use a razor anymore. I just use epilators, which are reusable items, which is mostly a one-time buy, and you can use it for a very long time. And for that you do not need shaving creams at all. So yeah, that's a definite no for me. Next one we don't have at home is cable TV. We haven't had it ever in our home here. We always use online streaming services. We've never felt the need for cable TV at all. Next one is cotton pads. So I used to have a lot of cotton pads earlier when I used to use them as a makeup removing item, but I don't use that anymore. I don't feel the need to, because I have reusable makeup wiping cloth, and I use that whenever I need to take off my makeup, and so I don't think I'll ever go back to using those cotton pads again. So another thing is one that a lot of women use and love using, but I have stopped using for over a few years now, which is nail polish. I do not use nail polish on my nails any longer, because since I've realized that basically nail polish is made of plastic, I've said no to it. I personally have started loving my bare nails now. I don't feel the need to color them at all. I'm very comfortable. So the next thing that I do not buy at home is meat. So we don't buy meat to cook at home at all. So my husband is a non-vegetarian, even though I'm a vegan, and he does have meat while outside or so, and even he has reduced the amount of meat intake quite a lot over the years, and he has been very respectful about the fact that I am not comfortable cooking meat inside the home. I've been quite happy about that, and I'm very thankful that he is respectful of my wishes in that way. Next thing I do not buy is bottled water. If you have been a part of the channel for a long time, you know how I despise watered bottle. I do not buy it, not just at home, even when I go outside, and even if I am very thirsty, I will make sure I hold my thirst instead of going and buying a bottled water. I don't ever think that it will come into my life, ever. Next thing is magazines. I do not think I have ever bought magazines with my own money. So my dad used to buy a lot of magazines while at home. I think he still buys now and then, but I don't think magazines are popular anymore. I don't think people buy them as much. I don't find any use of them. So I will continue never buying them ever again. Another thing I don't buy is pop sockets. You know, those things that you put onto the back of your phone to hold your phone or so. I've personally never found use of it, really. I have tried using it because when I got this phone second hand. It came with a pop socket. So I did try using that for a while, but I did not feel like it made a lot of difference to me. And I don't think I'll ever buy pop sockets because, again, plastic and useless according to me, but yeah. So next item I obviously will not buy is plastic toothbrushes. So I've been using bamboo toothbrushes for over a year and a half or 2 years now, and even my husband uses that, and some of my family members have also started using bamboo toothbrush now. I do not think I'll ever miss that one item ever because I'm very happy with my bamboo toothbrushes. The next thing I don't buy is high heels. So I do have like 2 or 3 high heels at home, which I've had for over 5 years now. I'm very much more comfortable in my flats. I love my flats, and I don't think I'll feel the need to buy new heels probably ever again. Another thing I do not buy is tea bags. Even if it comes in like biodegradable covers or whatever, I do not like tea bags anymore because I don't trust it. And I prefer loose tea any day. So no more tea bags probably in my home ever. Next is heavy makeup. That includes things like, say, foundation or concealer or things like that. I have those from a few years back. I used to make videos on beauty here on YouTube. I'm just too lazy to wear any of that. I'm very comfortable with just my kajal and my bindi. I'm just comfortable with that, with my lipstick. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna buy any of those ever again. The next thing I do not buy is rings. I just have my wedding rings. I'm not a person who really likes, rings in general. I've never ever bought rings as much. I don't think I'll ever buy rings as an accessory ever. Next thing we do not buy is newspapers. Both of us, we do not read the newspaper. I mean, now, especially when we have all the news online, we've never felt the need for, physical newspaper anymore. And I don't see us buying it in the future either. Next thing I don't buy is manicure and pedicure. I used to love doing it long back until I became aware of the kind of waste that it creates, really. If you look at it, like I said already, I don't want nail polish on my nails or toes anymore. So I don't think I will probably go and have manicure and pedicure anymore. The next thing I don't buy is notebooks. I mean, I have so many of them lying around for years, which I have not used up at all. Right now, I'm somebody who notes down stuff on my phone, so I don't write it down as much. I don't think I'll need to buy new notebooks all the time. So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting notebooks. Next thing I don't buy is fabric softener for our laundry. If I feel like some extra washing and softening it up a little bit, I just use vinegar. That's all I use. I feel it's a useless kind of addition to laundry, so yeah, not for me. Next thing I don't buy is makeup remover. I don't buy them anymore because when I need to remove my makeup, I just generally use either coconut oil or I just generally use moisturizer, really. I don't think I'll need it in the future either. One-time kitchen gadgets. As in, these are things that have only one use. Fancy gadgets that you see that is only got one purpose, causes clutter in the kitchen. I'll just use conventional methods to do whatever those gadgets serve. I don't want to save time by using those things that I'll probably use only once in a while. Next thing that's a big no-no for me is fast fashion. I have not purchased anything from fast fashion for a while now, for years now. And I do not support any fast fashion brands at all unless I see humongous changes in their structure and their way of organization. I do not think I'll ever support fast fashion. Next thing is eyeshadow palettes. I had so many of them. I had over 5 or 6 of them. I have even given away those eyeshadow palettes as a giveaway in YouTube. I still have 1 or 2 palettes left, and I'm hoping that I would use it for YouTube sometime. I'm just too lazy though. But I do want to make use of it and not waste it completely. Don't think I'll need a whole palette for that purpose. Next thing I probably won't ever buy is Tupperware items. So those plastic items that we used to fancy when we were kids. I used to fancy it so much as a kid. Back in school, I used to wish that my mom would send my lunch in a Tupperware, while we used to have those steel dabbas, but now I appreciate those steel dabbas and I do not feel the need for those Tupperware boxes or any of those plastic boxes at all. I do have a few of them from long back, but I don't think I'll ever buy any more. Next in the list is trash bags. Oh my god, the market has been bombarding with these biodegradable trash bags. It's basically a joke to me, and I don't think I'll ever use one of those trash bags again. I have used it. I'm just being honest, I have used it in the past when I was not as aware, but now with the knowledge I have, I feel it's just a lie. And I anyway compose my food waste. Even if I do feel like you need a cover, I do have some newspaper bags. That is a better option for this than those trash bags which are sold as biodegradable. Next is craft supplies. So around 3 years back I was obsessed with crafts. I even started a new YouTube channel back then just for crafts. I just made 2 videos and never did anything more there. I was very obsessed and I bought so many craft supplies back then, and I don't think I'll ever really go back to doing craft ever again. Next is pre-sliced fruits and veggies. They've sort of become popular these days, especially in Big Basket. I've seen those. They always bring it in plastic packaging. I can just cut those off at home. I don't need that amount of convenience. Next thing in the list is aluminium foil. I don't use aluminium foil much at all. It is a 100% recyclable item, but I don't use it. And the things that I get in aluminium foil, I usually wash it and I put it for sending for recycling. I don't see the purpose of it in my home. Next thing is my ever favorite enemy, plastic bags. You know, the shopping bags. Even if I had to carry my shopping items in my hand, I will not go back to needing those plastic bags ever again. I will definitely reuse whatever plastic bags I have at home that I've received. Will not be bringing those in from outside ever again. Next things I do not want to buy at home is those plastic dish scrubs. They are made of complete plastic and they do not get recycled, because at the end of its life it's in such a dirty manner that does not get recycled at all. It just goes and ends up at a landfill and lies there. There are so many better options, like the ones with coconut coir. So those are my best options. I do not think I will ever buy those plastic scrubs. Next thing I'm not buying is fake plants. I do have one which I bought over 6 years back from IKEA. If I ever feel like wanting plants, I will just get real plants. I don't understand the need for fake plants. If you can't water and keep one alive, don't have plants. That's it. Why do you need those plastic ones instead? Just for the aesthetics. It doesn't serve any purpose according to me. So that's just my opinion, and I do not think I'll ever buy fake plants ever again. Next item is air freshener. If I feel like I want the house to smell good, I probably will just go back to using organic, natural agarbatti, but not air fresheners. Next is anti-aging creams. I honestly despise those things. I mean, I haven't ever seen anybody who's used those anti-aging products not age. I mean, aging is natural, it's normal. You don't have to make it feel like it's something you need to stay away from. Just taking basic care of your skin is normal. You should do it. Anti-aging creams is something I do not like, and I'll never buy those ever. Next thing I will not be buying is perfumes. So I do have perfumes currently at home, which I've had for years now. I don't use it as much, but I will finish it off. But I will not be buying any more, because if I feel the need to stay fresh, I'll just use a natural deodorant, and I won't be looking for perfumes to smell a certain way. Not into that anymore. I'll finish whatever I have, but I don't think I'll be buying those anymore. Next thing I don't buy is subscription boxes. You know those boxes where you don't know what you're getting. You've subscribed to number of months of subscription boxes where you're getting surprise elements or surprise products which you have no clue about. I used to have those around 6 years back, and most of the products that I got from those subscription boxes were useless for me, and I feel it's just a waste of money. You can just buy those products. I know that surprise element is nice, but I mean, 1 or 2 items may be of use to you, but the rest of them may be of no use to you and will go to waste. So those subscription boxes is a no-no for me. Next thing I won't be buying is plastic tapes. You know, those transparent tapes that you use to stick things together. I don't buy those. I buy paper tapes now, which are usually water activated. When I need it, I use those. I don't think I'll ever buy those plastic tapes. No more of that. Another thing I don't buy anymore is facials. You know, those facials you go to a beauty parlor to do. I don't do that anymore. And again, a lot of waste. A lot of products are wasted. A lot of sachets and stuff, which is just a lot of waste. I probably won't ever do facials anymore. Next thing I don't buy is packaged chips. You know, Lay's and nachos and all those things. I don't buy them anymore. I instead go and buy any kind of snack item from local shops like Hot Chips with my own packets or my own boxes. I think those are cheaper really. Packaged chips is a no for me. Next thing I don't buy is saris. Yes, sari, which is our traditional outfit. I don't buy them. I don't wear them very often. I usually wear them only for weddings. I can always borrow it from my mother. She has so many of it, or from my mother-in-law. They both have a lot of saris in their shelves. I can always borrow it from them whenever I need, much more cost effective. Next thing I don't buy is themed outfits. You know, those outfits which are for a certain theme, say like Christmas kind of, Christmas caps and those Christmas sweaters, or, things like that. Like for a certain occasion alone. Yeah, that's not gonna be in my life. Next thing I don't buy is body wash. A highly useless item according to me. We all have soaps at home. We've been using it for years on end. I have no idea why body washes are of any use to us. I don't think I'll ever buy body washes ever again. I will be much happier with using soaps any day. Next is travel sized products. You know, those things that people buy for using when they're traveling. I'll just use whatever I have. Don't think I'll ever get those travel sized anything really. Next is pens. Like I've already said about how I don't use a lot of notebooks. I don't write things down anymore. I don't think I'll buy pens. I already have ones which I haven't finished using up. And I do have ink pens which I can keep using for a very, very, very long time. So I don't think I will need to buy new pens any longer. Next thing I won't be buying is things like hairsprays, hair gels, or those things. I don't do much to my hair. I don't do any kind of styling to my hair at all. and I just prefer just letting it be just wild as it is. I don't think I'll buy any of those. Next thing I don't buy is dairy products. So yes, we still buy dairy milk because my husband, like I said, is not a vegan. So he wants his milk, but we do not buy any other dairy products like cheese or paneer or ghee or any of that because I have all those in my vegan alternatives. The vegan ones he has is more than enough for him. He's happy with those. Next thing I don't buy anymore or will never ever buy in my life is balloons. You've heard me say how much I despise those things, and I see it constantly when people buy it for their celebrations. I'm like, why can't you just celebrate without using those balloons which just get thrown away as a waste? I will never buy balloons in my whole life. Next one I will not buy any longer is party outfits. Like, these are outfits that you can only wear for a party. Like, you cannot wear any other place at all. I don't think I'll ever buy any more of those glamorous sequined. I would rather switch to dresses that I enjoy wearing, that I feel comfortable in. So no more party or cocktail dresses. The next thing I don't buy any longer is junk jewelry. You know, I used to be a lot into junk jewelry a few years back, but I don't buy them any longer. I don't buy jewelry as much any longer. I have so many jewelry items from years of collection. I don't think I'll need to buy more of those again. So no more junk jewelry. The next thing I don't buy is, sling bags or small satchels or those smaller handbags, really, because they do not work for me. Whenever I go out, I carry a bunch of stuff with me at all times. So for me, the only thing that works is a bigger shoulder bag. Nothing else works for me. So purpose and use is more important for me than style. I don't think those smaller bags will ever be of use to me anymore. The next thing I don't buy is knickknacks or even souvenirs. So when we go travel somewhere, I don't pick up things from there to display in my home. But there is one thing that I do want to buy every time I go anywhere, which is a magnet, because I plan to have my fridge filled with magnets for showing the places that we have traveled to. But other than that, I will not be buying anything else at all. And the very last thing that I will not be buying is first-hand furniture. Most of the furniture in my home I bought second-hand. 75 to 80% of the furniture that has been bought recently has been second-hand. And in case there are some items which are completely not available second-hand, I may need to buy first-hand. Only after waiting for a very long time, if I still don't see the availability in second-hand, do I go for first-hand. I know people say it's quite cheap to do that and all that, but I'm very proud of it. I think it's the best talent I have in waiting and choosing amazing furniture from people who've already used it or loved it before and making a home in my home for those things. So those were all the 50 items that I do not buy and do not plan to buy in the future either. So I hope you enjoyed hearing all the things. It's a long list, I know that. But I'm sure you enjoyed hearing all the items that I decided not to buy, for trying to be a little more minimalistic. And hopefully you may take some inspiration from it and maybe put it into your own life. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you have not done that already, because you will find very, very interesting videos like these in the future as well. So I will see you again in the next videos. Until then, bye bye.